Hello viewers, welcome to the channel and welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's tutorial we're going to be building the M4A1 early production hull 76W. This is a Sherman medium tank. This particular variant is a M4A1 hull with a 3-inch gun turret, but this particular tank is built from the World of Tanks 3 model for the M4 Sherman, but their title of the tank is not very helpful. It's an M4A1 76W, but their hull is an early production model of the M4A1, which is rarely seen with this type of turret on it, so I'm not sure if that's just a historical inaccuracy, betting it is, but that's just something to keep in mind, that this Sherman has a good chance it was never like really produced or built in general, but it has the early production M4A1 hull, but with the normal 76W turret that you would expect on it. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So to begin the first layer, we're going to take a placer block and we're going to place it one block in front of wherever the block is that you started with the track layer. So behind that we're going to place down one up oak trapdoor, just so it's right in the middle. And then behind that we're going to build out a row of 1 dark oak up slabs, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that should be it. And at the back, one dark oak trapdoor, and of course we're going to do this one more time to each side. So 8 slabs, and then dark oak trapdoor to the front and back. So now moving on to the tracks, we're going to take some hoppers. I'm going to place these down first. Just place them right off of the slab so they are not touching the ground. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to place down one to the side of the first row. I'm going to skip 2 blocks, place down another one, skip 2 blocks, and place down one more. So with that all done, we're going to place down the slabs, and this is something we're only going to do to the rear layer. So I'm going to place down 1 floor slab right behind the last nether brick from the tracks, and then 1 up slab right behind it. So now for the road wheels, we're going to place 1 grindstone off of the first hopper, and in front of it a wither skeleton skull for the front of the tracks. And now for the space in between the 2 hoppers, we're going to place down grindstone facing off of the first hopper, and then a grindstone facing off of the second hopper, so they should be not connected to each other. That's exactly what we want. And we're going to do that one time, so just like that, and one more at the back right here. So no item frames, you should have something that looks exactly like this. And now we can move on to the second layer. To begin the second layer of our tank, we're going to place down 1 green terracotta block right on top of the middle dark oak trapdoor, and we're going to take one of these and place a trapdoor off the green terracotta block and flip it upwards. So with that all done, we're going to just build a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So almost all the way to the end, and we're going to take a shulker box and a button. So we're going to place a shulker box just right off the back of the block and sneak and place down a dark oak button right on it. So we're going to take shulker box again and place 2 to either side of the green terracotta block that we placed. So the darker side should be on the side of the trapdoor there. That's the exact effect that we want. And taking some more green terracotta, we're going to just go all the way to the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That should be it. And also we're going to place down 1 placer block and place down a zombie head, just facing outwards, just like that. So moving on to the, actually one more, nope, never mind. Moving on to the tracks, we're going to take some, we're going to need nether brick, stairs, a nether brick slab, actually, and just only special block we'll need is an anvil, sign, item frame, and green terracotta as always. So to start, we're going to place down a nether brick stair, put on top of this wither skeleton skull, and to the inside 1 zombie head, and on the outside 1 item frame with a cobweb inside. Behind the stair, we're going to place down one nether brick slab, one anvil, two nether brick slabs, anvil, and the anvil should always be on top of the hopper. So 2 slabs, anvil, 2 slabs, and a stair right at the back. And on the stair, we're going to place down one item frame and a green terracotta. Now we're going to take our dark oak signs and place a sign on every single one of the anvils. And also one more sign, just one block behind each one. Just like so. And on the slab that you have the dark oak sign on, we're going to place down an item frame. And inside of it, a piece of green terracotta for the return roller. And that should finish up our second layer. So now we can move on to layer 3. So starting with layer 3, we're going to place down one zombie head facing backwards on this first green terracotta block, and behind it one more green terracotta block. And we're just going to build a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then a dark oak, nope, that should be a slab. Let me grab a slab right there. And then off the slab, we're going to place down one dark oak sign. So to either side, actually to the right side here, we're going to place down one green terracotta block, but on the left side, we're going to place down one green shulker box just off whatever block you're going to place behind it. So might as well do that right now. And the shulker box, we're going to place down one end rod, but on the normal block, you can place down one zombie head, just like you have on the block right next to it. So I'm going to take these rows all the way down, just like before, but instead of a slab at the end, we're going to place down one dark oak stair, facing like so, and one sign right at the back. So moving on to the tracks, actually one more thing that I forgot to copy over. Gotta get the headlights right there. So moving on to the tracks, we need carpet, stair, sign. Alright, we can grab all those later. So first just place down the carpet right on this nether brick stair. Then we're going to place a zombie head at a slight angle. Then behind it, right off this block right here, I'm going to place down one dark oak sign. Stair. And then on the front of the stair, one end frame and white stained glass for the headlights. And behind it, we're going to go build a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Green terracotta. Place down a dark oak stair just facing forward, and then we're going to wrap around and make it a quarter stair right at the back. So that looks all in order. Now let's just put the signs on the side. So we're going to go out 1, 2, just 3. Then we're going to take a bird sign just for inscription. This is completely optional. You can really write down whatever you want here. Let's just call this, there we go. And then we're just going to carry down the dark oak signs all the way to the back to this corner stair here, and nothing on the stair. So once you have all that done, that should finish up layer 3, and we can move on to layer 4. To start with our fourth layer, fourth layer, we're going to take, for our first block, a daylight sensor. We're going to place it right on top of this second green terracotta block. And behind it, we're going to build just some placer blocks, and we're going to grab a green shulker box. And we're just going to need to place this upside down, just like so. And now take some more green terracotta and go out 1, 2, and 3. Yep, all is in order. So next we're going to need some spruce slabs, trapdoor, and optional white carpet. So moving on back, we're going to place down one spruce slab, one daylight sensor, one spruce trapdoor. I'll flip it downwards, and if you want like a white star, we're just going to place down a white carpet right at the back. So just for the sake of speeding this up, we're going to just finish up the engine deck right here. It's just going to be the same exact thing. And we're going to place down a button on our right side facing from the back. And of course a flower pot on top of this stair here. And then in front of it we're going to place down a sea pickle. And for our last two blocks we're going to need a dark oak trapdoor. Place it right on top of this last green terracotta block. And a daylight sensor right in front of it. So that's the engine deck all finished up. So moving on to the top of the hull and bottom of the turret, we're going to take a spruce slab, place it to either side of the daylight sensor, and in front of it a dark oak sign. And in front of the slab we're going to place down an item frame, and inside of it a dark oak slab, but we're going to rotate it so it's facing closest to the sign. So going behind the slab right here, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 green terracotta, and then behind that mossy cobblestone wall. So to either side of the wall, on this green terracotta block, we're just place down a zombie head facing towards the wall. And finishing up, we're going to place down on the left side a flower pot. Come on, there we go. And to either side of the stair, just kind of like we did with the, to either side of the slab, just like we did with the wall, one zombie head facing towards it. And then for the corner of the hull, which is also like the bottom part of the turret right here, we're just going to grab some stair. That should be a slab right there. So place down a slab right behind the zombie head. A stair facing towards the green terracotta, and then a quarter stair right behind it. So once you have that all finished up, we can move on to the rest of the turret. So we're just going to place down one normal dark oak stair right on top of the shulker box, and 2 quarter stairs to the side. And in front of them, we're going to grab some banners. These are really easy to make, so I don't think I need to go through it. You just need a green banner, black base, and then a black pale sinister. And you're going to need them make the mirrored version. So just place them respectively on either side, but also a item frame right on the middle of the on the middle stair. We're also going to need to grab a nether brick and a slab. So actually, before you place the banners down, you're going to need to place down item frames as well. So we're going to place down all 3 item frames on the stairs. In the middle one, you're going to need a green stained glass pane. On the left side, you're going to want a nether brick stair, just a nether brick. And on the right side, you're going to want a nether brick slab. So I'll just place the banners down again, like so. So you get the mantlet shape and you get the optics as well. Also, for the barrel, we're going to sneak mode right here and place a zombie head right on top of this daylight sensor right here. And in front of it, I'm going to need to grab another sensor and go out. That looks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And daylight sensors. So that should be it for the very front. And moving on back, we're going to place down row 1, 2, and 3 green terracotta with a green stained glass pane on either side. And then we're going to take a shulker box, nice one right here, and place one down to the right and left side. Then, of course, a green terracotta in the middle, and then a green stained glass pane connecting to the terracotta. Then behind that, we're going to place down another row of 1, 2, and 3 green terracotta, and to either side, we're going to place down a tripwire hook. And at the back, we're going to place down, we're going to need wall, glass, and head. So place down a wall in the middle, then a green stained glass pane. So if you're in 1.16, these should connect. I, however, am not, so I used a debug stick to make them connect, which is technically legal if you're building this in 1.16, but if you're not, you're gonna have to either use a debug stick or all panes or all walls, whatever you think works best for you. So, sorry, my voice is going for some reason. So, plainly, if you're in 1.16, they should connect. If you're not, you're gonna have to use a debug stick, or if you can't use that, whatever works for you. So, I'm just going to just pretend these connect for the time being, because I don't want to figure out debug stick stuff right at this current moment. And then place a zombie header at the back of the wall. So with the turret mostly done, where all that's left is the roof. So we're going to need a daylight sensor, place it around top of this, what is this, a green shulker box. And then to the opposite side, to need a dark oak slab. Of course, a dark oak slab, and then we're going to place a placer block to put an end rod. How is this facing? Okay, so the back of the end rod should be facing off the block right there. Also, we're going to need to place down an item frame right in front of the slab. Then, kind of like we did right here, we're going to place down a dark oak slab, and I believe we're going to make it facing, nope, we're going to make it facing outwards. So just like that. Also, we're going to need a sign, place it right in front. Place it just right off the slab right there. Also, for what I think is a light or something, we can place down one placer block, then a zombie head just facing off of it, so it's semi-centered, but it's kind of off to the right side, which is exactly what we want. And also, we're going to take a sea pickle and place it right in front of the daylight sensor right there. So moving on towards the back, not much left to do. We have a stone, just a dark button, the roof machine gun, and the antenna. So let's get the antenna knocked out right here. I'm just going to place down 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to place down a dark oak button to the facing from the back to the right side. And then for the machine gun, which is technically optional, we're going to place down 1 dark oak fence. And just going to place down some placer blocks right here. I don't know which way this should be facing. Really, any way works. I'm not that picky about it. So in front of it, we're going to place down the 50 cal barrel, which is just end rod and end rod. And then right behind the grindstone, we're going to sneak and place down 1 wither skeleton skull. And then to the daylight sensor side, 1 zombie head. Right there. So that, I believe, will finish off your M4A1 early production model hull 76W Sherman medium tank. I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. Sorry for any inconvenience with the 1.16/debug stick/ figure it out yourself kind of thing, but you might have to expect more of that coming up with more Shermans. But regardless, hope it went well, hope you like it, and see you in the next video.